Question 1. Bug fixed. What testing will you do? Answer. I will perform retesting to verify the bug is fixed, then regression testing to ensure no other feature is impacted. Question 2. New build received from developer. What is your first step? Answer. I will perform smoke testing to confirm the build is stable for further testing. Question 3. Login works but UI is broken. What is the severity? Answer. Severity is medium, because functionality works but UI issue affects user experience. Question 4. Payment feature not working in production. What is priority? Answer. Priority is high, because it impacts business and needs immediate fix. Question 5. Feature works earlier but fails now. What testing is needed? Answer. Regression testing, because an existing feature stopped working after changes.
Question 6. Minor spelling mistake on homepage, severity and priority? Answer. Severity is low, priority can be medium if it affects branding. Question 7. Tester finds bug, developer says cannot reproduce. What will you do? Answer. I will provide clear steps, screenshots, logs, environment details and try again. Question 8. Requirement says, password must be 8 characters, but app allows 5. What is it? Answer. It is a functional bug, requirement mismatch. Question 9. Build is unstable and application crashes frequently. What testing? Answer. Smoke testing fails, so build should be rejected. Question 10. After bug fix, same issue appears again. What is it called? Answer. It is a reopen defect.
Question 11. Customer reports issue but you didn't find during testing. Why? Answer. Possible reasons. Missing test case, environment difference, edge case not covered. Question 12. Feature is working but very slow. What type of defect? Answer. Performance issue. Question 13. Application works in Chrome but not in Firefox. What testing? Answer. Compatibility testing. Question 14. User can access admin page without login. What is severity? Answer. Severity is critical, because it is a security issue. Question 15. Bug found in one module. What else should you test? Answer. Related modules using regression testing.
Question 16. Developer added new feature. What testing will you perform? Answer. Functional testing plus regression testing. Question 17. Application accepts invalid email like ABC at. What type of testing missed? Answer. Validation testing. Question 18. Client wants only main functionality checked quickly. What testing? Answer. Sanity testing. Question 19. App is ready for release. What final testing is done? Answer. UAT, user acceptance testing, and final regression. Question 20. Same test case gives different results each time. What is the issue? Answer. It may be an intermittent defect or environment instability.
Question 21. What will you do if requirements keep changing in Agile? Answer. In Agile, requirement changes are expected. I will discuss with the product owner, update test cases, and ensure changes are covered in the current sprint. Question 22. Developer delivers feature very late in sprint. How will you manage testing? Answer. I will prioritize critical test cases first, perform smoke testing, and communicate risks to the Scrum Master. Question 23. What if you find a bug during the sprint end? Answer. I will log the defect in Jira immediately and inform the team. If critical, it must be fixed before sprint closure. Question 24. How do testers work in Agile daily? Answer. Testers collaborate daily with developers, attend stand-ups, write test cases early, and test continuously.
Question 25. What is your role in sprint planning? Answer. I participate by understanding user stories, estimating testing effort, and identifying test scenarios. Question 26. Scenario. User story is unclear. What will you do? Answer. I will raise questions in grooming sessions and clarify acceptance criteria before testing. Question 27. What if development is complete but acceptance criteria is not met? Answer. Then the story cannot be marked as done. I will report gaps and request fixes. Question 28. What is definition of done for testers? Answer. Testing completed, no critical bugs open, test cases updated, and story meets acceptance criteria. Question 29. What if product owner asks to release without full testing? Answer. I will explain the risk clearly, highlight pending issues, and suggest minimum regression testing.
Question 30. How do you handle multiple stories in one sprint? Answer. By prioritizing based on business impact, planning test execution, and maintaining proper tracking. Question 31. Bug is found but developer says, not a bug. What will you do? Answer. I will show requirement proof, reproduce steps, and discuss with BA, product owner for confirmation. Question 32. Same bug is happening again after fix. What is it called? Answer. It is called a reopen defect. Question 33. What if bug is critical but occurs rarely? Answer. Still severity is high. It should be fixed because it may impact production unexpectedly. Question 34. Bug found in production. What is your action? Answer. Log defect as high priority, inform stakeholders, perform RCA, and support hotfix testing. Question 35. Developer fixed bug but new issue appears. What testing is needed? Answer. Regression testing must be done to ensure fix didn't break other modules.
Question 36. Bug has no impact on user but violates requirement. Should it be logged? Answer. Yes, because it is still a defect as per requirement mismatch. Question 37. How do you decide severity versus priority? Answer. Severity equals impact on system. Priority equals urgency to fix. Question 38. Scenario. UI bug on payment page. Severity? Answer. Severity may be medium, depending on user impact. Question 39. What if you find too many bugs before release? Answer. I will communicate risk, prioritize critical defects, and suggest release delay if needed.
Question 40. How do you handle duplicate defects? Answer. I will mark defect as duplicate, link it with original issue, and close it properly. Question 41. How do you log a defect in Jira? Answer. Create issue right pointing arrow bug right pointing arrow add summary, steps, expected versus actual, severity, screenshots, assigned to developer. Question 42. Scenario. Bug status is in progress for long time. What will you do? Answer. I will follow up in daily stand-up and ask developer for update or blockers. Question 43. What is workflow in Jira defect lifecycle? Answer. Open right pointing arrow in progress right pointing arrow fixed right pointing arrow retest right pointing arrow closed or reopen if issue persists.
Question 44. What if developer marks bug as cannot reproduce? Answer. I will provide video evidence, logs, test data, and recheck environment. Question 45. Scenario. Story is moved to next sprint. What happens to testing? Answer. Test cases and defects remain linked, and testing continues in upcoming sprint. Question 46. How do you handle conflict between tester and developer? Answer. By staying professional, discussing with facts, and involving Scrum Master if needed. Question 47. You have less time but more testing work. What will you do? Answer. I will prioritize high-risk areas, automate repetitive tests if possible, and inform team early.
Question 48. What if client reports bug but you didn't find it? Answer. I will analyze why it was missed, update test cases, and improve coverage. Question 49. How do you ensure quality in Agile fast releases? Answer. Continuous testing, automation support, regression suite, and early involvement in stories. Question 50. Scenario. Sprint deadline is tomorrow and critical bug is open. What will you do? Answer. I will immediately inform PO and Scrum Master. Critical bugs must be fixed before release, otherwise sprint goal is at risk.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos.